So this game I'm playing with Grinch's, um, Grinch's, wow, we got both Manitas. Grinch's Vitruvian deck. And this deck is sort of a SimCity Dervish deck. It plays Portal Guardian, which is kind of interesting. And from what he said, he played it to, I believe, something like 38 and 6, which is just insanely good. So right now the temptation for me is to play something like this and kill off this. But see, I could play, for instance, I think I want to play the Falcius because that's the only way I can kill this card. So I think my play instead, because I can't reach this square, is to play this here, blocking off the last mana tile. I got 2 from the Dervish spawns. Attacking here, I think I can toss this back. I should have done that earlier. Actually, I should have maybe waited till I drew the card. And then attack here. Dude, this is the correct... No. Attacking here is correct, because the grow will grow. Otherwise, attacking there would have been correct, because I would get the free trade out of the battle pet. So now I have a lot of curses that I don't necessarily need, but I can combo the curse with the Dunecaster to give me a permanent 4/4 instead of a temporary 2/2, which is powerful, although I don't think they're playing many artifacts. So I think they're probably playing a Swarmier deck, so I kind of want to end the game as quickly as I can, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep up with their card draw late game. I think they can keep clearing the board. I don't think I have a superior late game, and I think they have more abilities to refill their hand than I will. So I kind of want to stop putting pressure and not just allow them to fill up the board and get value out of their buffs. I don't know if that makes a lot of sense the way I stated that there, but okay, so they're playing Sunsteel. That's interesting. I may have to do something. I don't think I need a second one of these. Now right here, what's the play? Now I could dispel the Sunsteel. That's one option. Now I don't think most of these decks play Natural Selection, but I want to play the Scarab. But if I play the Scarab, because I can kill this off with just my general attack and move here, general attack, kill this with the Falcius. Then I could play this behind. If it doesn't get Natural Selection, or even Egmorph will be able to kill it, I'm in a very good position. If it does, my opponent has 3 mana to develop, and I have nothing. So I think instead what I'll do is attack here, and play this Dervish. Hope to get a spawn, kind of excellent spawn. And then I think I'll actually put this here, so they can't immediately attack with the general, and then buff up the Dervish a little bit. And this will give me something to use my buffs on, which is important. I need to, have a Dervish running across to use my buffs on. I can play an Amari healer. If I can clear the board and then play the healer, then I'm kind of only weak to Egmorph. So a few different options. And I'm in a decent board position. My opponent only has 5 mana to work with. We're pretty high life totals for both of us. Something like a Lightbender here is pretty good against me. Earth Sister isn't too bad. I probably need to dispel it, because otherwise I'm going to deal a lot of damage to my Obelisk. So I think that's what I'm going to do, is just land a Dispel here. Then I wonder if I have a good way to kill. I think I can trade this. Actually, maybe I'll trade this in. They both have a similar function. Okay, so I can go like this. Move this up here. Play this here. by preserving this instead of the other one, I get to keep the extra 2/2 in stats that would disappear, and then I'll attack in because I'm winning this race so far. And I have a pretty powerful racing hand with Healer and Curse and even Falkius now, which allows me to... Okay, so a Mechander coming down is the worst case scenario because it takes 0. And that is not good. Oh, and then the General can finish that off. I didn't even think of that. But I can kill it off with a Falkius. And I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. And my opponent has something else to play. Oh no, they're at 0 mana. And I don't believe... they could Flash Reincarnate something. That would be a play. Now, I don't think I need the Scarab here. Yep, Flash Reincarnate. Grow. Okay, I think I'm just going to kill off the Grow. I don't really think I want it on the board. So this is going to run forward and deal 2 damage. I'm then going to cycle in the Scarab. Huh. See, I can't play... I think what I want to do is run here, play this, kill off this, and then use the Curse right here. I'm not afraid of any artifacts coming down. There's not many artifacts that I care about from them. Now, a second Mechander could be annoying. I probably could have got a better setup because they could step back and Mechander right here, and I would be in not a great situation. So, I mean, unfortunately, some of that is product of these spawns, which I couldn't do. I think if they had that, they would have immediately done that. I think that's the very, very obvious play, because then I'd be down to 11 after I kill the Mechander, slam the Healer, hope for no Egg Morph. So, okay, they're playing a Maw. That's not a minion I really care about, so that's good. That probably means no Mechander. So after this turn, I want to set myself up to avoid the Mechander just crushing me. Okay, so they're trading off minions, which is good for me, I think. Mandrake, that's interesting. One thing about the way they set this up is that I actually think I think the Portal Guardian is going to be too slow. So I'm going to play a Healer, and then a Pax, and then I'm going to kill this Maw, and I'll attack in. And what I'd like is something like a Star's Fury, something to do some rush damage. Eggmorph on this is the thing that I want to see the least. Anything that has to kill that is fine, because doing 5 damage is pretty good right here. I should have probably placed this where the Mandrake couldn't attack it. I think that was a big mistake. Thumping Wave. Huh, okay. So that's not... Oh, well, this is a Decimus deck. That's interesting. Okay, so I'm going to take 2 here. So I think... Actually, the spawn of this is really not good for me, because it means this Mandrake is likely coming in to kill me. So I think I want to dispel this just to prevent some damage, and then play a Scarab over here. And then get this down. And do I want to attack? I think I want to attack, because then my opponent can't hit this and allow the Mandrake to come in. Although they could just move back and allow the Mandrake to come in. So perhaps I don't attack, because I can always buff up any minion I have on board to be lethal with just this. These 2 in my hand. So Star's Fury would have been so good. I think it would have been lethal last turn. So we're in a tough position. So we're going to take at least 6 to our face. If they have another Thumping Wave, we could be dead pretty easily. So This doesn't look like an aggressive play, so that's good. It's good when our opponent who we're afraid of killing us isn't making aggressive plays. We just need any minion to survive, and even actually, if we could just get this rush off, we have lethal damage. But this will spawn in front of minions, so it would spawn way over here because these are all in a line. It would spawn just right here. We couldn't spawn any other one actually. So it doesn't look like my opponent has the kill. And they're a little far back. Or they're not far back enough to avoid this. So it looks like we'll be able to come in and finish them off, or just move the Scarab down and just attack in. Provided they don't do something else on this turn. I mean, a Mercantor coming down, a Flash Mercantor could be good for them. Earth Sister, okay. Earth Sister is going to have all our minions die. Wow. But fortunately we have the Primus Fist and the Scarab, which we were able to keep safe. And I'm actually, do I take the 6? I wonder if I take the 6. Yeah, so it ended up being a pretty close game. And this was against that Drawhorn Deck, which we saw me trying to play a little bit ineptly the other day. So that was a pretty interesting game, and I think I'll try a couple more.